7 minutes to the hour, and we start our morning rush with everything you need to know before you head out to work or school.
Put down whatever you have in your hand and come to the screen right now. We need you to take a look at something. It's this silver piece right here. Waynesboro police say it came off that car involved in the hit-and-run accident on Saturday night. That crash killed 56-year-old Betty Wheeler. 25 minutes to the top of the hour, though, and right now Harrisonburg police are investigating an alleged stabbing from just hours ago. This is video of the scene there at the parking deck on East Water Street. As you can see, police were interviewing witnesses into the early morning hours. We're going to start right away with updates on a standoff in Waynesboro.
That's right. Right now, everyone is safe, and the suspect is in the hospital. Amanda Crawford has been following this story this morning. Amanda, what's happening right now?
Right now, police are still on the scene. After a 4.5-hour standoff, it all started around 10 p.m. last night.
So, Amanda, you said Shiflett is in the hospital right now. What happens next?
Sergeant Edwards told me he could be taken straight to Middle River Regional Jail. Firing shots when people are in the house is a felony, and that's what he's being charged with.
20 minutes to the top of the hour. We have a number of foods sitting up here on the desk. Got some bread, some chips, some pasta. So let's take a guess. Which one of these foods adds the most sodium to your diet?
I was going to say, I eat probably every single food on this table, and I would definitely have to guess the chips.
The chips.
Here's the surprise. It's not actually the salty snacks like chips. It's actually the bread. Bread doesn't have a lot of salt in it, but the problem is that we eat too much of it. And this is all coming from a Centers for Disease Control report that puts bread at the top of 10 foods that make up more than 40% of salt intake.
Now, number 5 on the list was soup, and then you have your pastas, and last, coming in very last, are the salty snacks like chips and pretzels. That's kind of crazy, right? Because you can taste the salt on these. You know it's there.
Each slice of this is like cheeseburger the rolls right here, the 210 milligrams of sodium in this. And if you're wondering what the big deal is, the CDC says high sodium increases your blood pressure and also puts you at a higher risk for heart disease and stroke. So we put a link to the report on our Facebook page. Definitely take a look. Some pretty shocking stuff. You can just search for WHSV TV3 Daybreak to check it out. Almost everyone is talking about Mega Millions right now, and by the end of today, more than $500 million will be on the line.
And you're right, but guess what, Tom?
What?
Well, by the end of today, it could actually climb to a staggering $600 million.
What would you do with all that money? Yikes.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Just after 11 tonight. But look at these lines. It's being called Lotto Fever. Customers in 42 states, Washington, D.C., and the Virgin Islands have been buying up tickets ever since no one won that $363 million prize on Tuesday.
But all it takes is one ticket. Signs with $540 million are still scrolling this morning. And news of the prize has had the same effect here in the Valley as it has across the country.
Today alone has just been absolutely insane.
Lots of you are probably the people she sold those tickets to, and since the story is causing such a buzz, we just had to take it to Facebook. The big question of the day, with $540 million up for grabs, what's your first move when you win? Here's some of your responses. Melissa is a jokester. She says, I'm paying off debts, helping some family and friends out, giving to charities, and then I change my name, address, and phone number. Andrew says he would make money through stocks, then live off the stock revenue and never work again. Sounds great, Andrew. But why blow your money when it can make a never-ending income stream? Those are just a couple of comments on our page. We have people planning to pay off bills, make vacations to Disney World, all sorts of comments. But we want to know what your plans are. We'll be checking our Facebook page all morning. Just search WHSV TV3 Daybreak. Share your thoughts, and maybe, just maybe, they'll end up in the next hour of the show. 15 minutes past the hour, and time for some of the stories we've been following overnight.
Here's Todd Carlo with what's new this morning. Todd.
Continuing to follow breaking news on a massive earthquake off the coast of Indonesia. Let's take a look at a map of that area where the quake happened. The quake is a magnitude 8.7, which ranks among the top 10 in recorded history.
And the latest ABC News poll out this morning shows the presidential race looking like a two-man face-off between President Obama and Mitt Romney. And the president is the one in the lead. The president's biggest advantage is with women. They like him by a margin of 57 to 38% over Mitt Romney. Among men, though, it's a different story. The poll shows the president trailing Romney by 8 points.
Another poll, this one by CNN, shows most Republicans want Newt Gingrich and Ron Paul to step aside. 6 out of 10 say Gingrich and Paul should quit the race. Only 39% of Republicans say they want Rick Santorum to quit. Now, another CNN poll shows Mitt Romney with a 10-digit lead over Santorum in terms of nationwide Republican support.
All right, pull out your phone, Tom.
All right, got it right here.
It's time to turn it off.
You want me to turn it off?
And I need you to put it in your pocket because
Like
you
I'm in
can't handle
school.
it.
Yeah.
You feel like you're in school?
That's right.
All right, I'm just kidding with you, but for high schoolers in Harrisonburg, you'll definitely have to abide by this new rule once you go to class
That's right,
today.
probably a good thing. But it's not just cell phones, it's things like iPods and video games. They now have to be off and away until class is over. The city school board voted last night to clarify their electronics policy at Harrisonburg High. Now, cell phones aren't allowed to be on in class unless teachers give the student permission. And if you're a procrastinator, don't say we didn't warn you. You have one more day to get your tax return postmarked and on its way to Uncle Sam. This year, April 15th was on a Sunday, and today is Emancipation Day in Washington, D.C. That's why they're giving you 2 extra days to file. As we said, they're due tomorrow, so...
Busy night at the post office.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lucky.
Mine are finished, though, so very happy about that.
Very happy about that, too.
Absolutely. And we're happy about the weather, too. It's going to sound very warm today.
Exactly. Very warm, a lot like summer out there for you. As far as those temperatures, we're going to be making up in the mid, even upper 80s. However, we're cooling off with some showers for this week, so you don't want to miss the forecast. We'll have that coming up right after New This Morning.